Hello and welcome back, everybody. We are here with the letter M and Secret of the Scarlet Hand. M, can you introduce yourself, your co-host, and your incentives for this run?
Good afternoon, everyone. I am the letter M, or just M. I am joined by my co-host, who is my fiance, Rick, if you'd like to say hello.
Hi.
And we will be
Hello,
playing
Rick.
Secret of the Scarlet Hand. Our incentive for this run is special thanks to Veronica for this idea. We are going to, for every $10 or more donation, we're going to read a poem about a topic in this game. This started out as writing poetry in the style of the bizarre slam poetry that is recited to us by all the characters at the end of the game, spoilers, but quickly fell apart into just anything and everything, all different kinds of poems. So Rick will be reading those, and I will be trying very hard to not mess up this game.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to do fantastic. But
Fantastic.
anyway, are we, what is our other, we also have a giveaway, that is going to trigger if we raise $100. So that's 10 poems, right? It's $10
Yes.
per poem?
Oh, yes, and so we only wrote 10 poems, so
Okay.
that is the limit of poems.
Gotcha. So once we run out of poems, then we will unlock that giveaway of, it's a copy of To Hunt a Killer. Nancy Drew Hunt a Killer. I know what I'm saying. I know words. So, are you ready?
I am ready.
We're going to start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Dear Dick. Nancy Drew, I presume.
You want to talk about Run as Date?
Welcome to Beach.
Yeah, so I am using something called Run as Date, which is where, so basically, the things that we consider random in these games are not necessarily really random. Computers don't really do, like, real random. They base the randomness in the games off of seeds, which is basically just, like, tables of strings of numbers that it uses to decide what it's going to do. And basically, what the Nancy Drew games do is it bases those off of the date and time down to the second where you start the game. So we try to manipulate that by using Run as Date, where we basically launch the game as though it's a, particular date and time. In this case, is like January 1st, 1970, at some random time. That is supposed to make the bowl mini game, which is kind of the first puzzle that I'm going to do in this game, go very smoothly. Unfortunately, the other thing that kind of adjusts the RNG in these games is how many times you click. And some of the games, like Secret of the Old Clock, for example, does... we use Run as Date for that. It allows something like 60 extra clicks one direction or the other when you're running that, and it still works. Unfortunately, the number of misclicks you can make when you are doing this game is 0.
Oh no.
And so, we'll see. I'm probably gonna mess it up.
That's exciting, though. We'll see very soon.
Yes.
Also, chat has asked, how did M decide to speedrun this game, and what hot tips does she have for learning this game specifically?
So I chose to speedrun this game, A, because I don't think anyone's ever done it for Speedathon before, and B, because the dialogue in it is so absolutely awful and laughable that I just thought it would be funny.
We did have one incident of Secret of the Scarlet Hand in our very first Speedathon, and it was actually a backup run, and Karen of Karen Plays Nancy Drew fame ran that with almost no preparation.
Ooh, wow.
We just went for it. She and I just went through it. It was fascinating. But yes, the dialogue is in fact wild. And we have the best impersonator, I guess. He does amazing impressions.
Not gonna lie, that looked really good, by the way.
It did.
I hope you get it here because it.
I
Yeah.
think.
Oh my god, it worked.
Oh my god!
Shoot, do I think I passed then? It never
Sorry, I
works.
didn't mean to interrupt you, Risa, but that
No,
just looked really
no.
promising.
Always interrupt me.
I might have made a mistake. No, it wasn't right.
Oh no. Rip.
I thought I had it. I was so sure I had it. Oh no, this is terrible.
Nah, we're fine. We got this.
You got this.
All right, so now I'm playing
Ritualized
Bull. Bull just
bloodletting.
gets to be played, and we'll just see how it goes. And I should have passed there. Yep, oh, that was bad.
Nah, it's good.
All right, someone else talk so I can focus.
I'll talk. So, since everybody wants to know how I feel about things,
Oh, yeah.
so I don't speedrun Nancy Drew games. I've actually never played a Nancy Drew game. Well, I did once because Em made me, and then I got mad halfway through and stopped.
True.
However, this game in particular, I was part of the reason that she decided to run it because she ran it so many times that the intro dialogue with Joanna made me slightly insane. And now I just quote it all the time. So that's part of the reason we're running this.
Perfect.
And this is going so badly, and I just don't understand why. Because I was so sure I did that opener right.
Yeah, it looked perfect to me, to be honest.
Yeah.
And then the first one where I don't know. It hates me.
It's just cursed. This game is cursed.
This game is cursed for so many reasons. Okay,
Yeah.
there's two, finally. Wow.
We're well on our way.
Whoa, we're halfway there.
Oh, playing bull on a prayer.
Honestly, such a good theme song for oh no. What was that? I never get a 5 when I need a 5. Come on now. I don't even know anymore. 1, please, 1. Dude!
I also think that we should all bully Undema into quoting things in this game because I hear he
Yeah.
has the game memorized.
Oh yeah, for sure.
In the chat, someone said
It's been a while,
ritualized
but I'll do my
bloodletting.
best.
So let's hear that one.
Oh, I only know the first couple words of each thing,
Oh,
of
okay.
each
We did it.
audio thing.
Woohoo!
Okay.
Hype in the
Now we
chat.
can play the game.
This is the ride. That was a Fairly Odd Parents quote for the people out there. You remember Fairly Odd Parents?
Or should I say, Detective Drew? I'm Sinclair.
All right, that was not absolutely terrible, but it definitely wasn't great.
And I caught wind of your appointment and your credentials. Very impressive.
I'm sorry, chat, about the ever so slight echo going on. There's nothing I can really do to fix it.
Oh no.
So
I
we're
can
just
try
gonna
move
have
the
to.
microphone farther away.
It's okay. It should be fine. Okay, I think that does help.
I even double checked for that in the tech check and did not have the echo then.
You didn't.
What kind of jeopardy?
Joanna told me to butt out, but I'm
Oh,
so fond
yeah.
of these shows. I just hate to see
That's
it
where it's
greatest
echoing.
rules.
What scoundrels?
It's a sensitive subject. Meet me in my office later and I'll explain everything.
That was the 707 Bing Cherry Boulevard.
Isn't this guy's tie awesome?
I mean, awesome
No comment.
in that it is, I
It
would
is
say
a tie of all time.
it is a tie. It is a tie of all time. I remember the first time that my sister and I played this game. We immediately just didn't want to go to Taylor's office because, you know, we were always told, don't go meet strange people alone, especially don't go places to meet strange men alone.
He has a mustache.
Yeah, that doesn't make it better.
Yeah.
That actually makes it worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Henrik. Here we are meeting Henrik.
Yeah, so we're gonna talk to Henrik for like 2 seconds here, and then never again until he falls and gets amnesia, which makes it even more creepy that all he does is repeat our name over and over again.
He just knows that we're there for him.
There. Now I can start putting this
True.
together.
He's just
Henrik, my beloved. I like that.
yes. The entire fandom is a little too into Henrik. who, might I add, is in his 60s, y'all.
Okay.
And let's
time
be
to-
family friendly about it in the chat.
Let me hear. I can't even read chat right now, but I'm afraid to look.
That looks right.
I mean, there's older men who look good.
How may I help you? So,
Fun fact for everyone. So,
Oh no.
listen to this accent of this man here. So when I first heard this accent, I originally thought that it was a Russian guy trying to do a Mexican accent. Not the case.
But
It's a very pale ginger man. So
Yeah. Yeah, we talked
So there
about
you
that
go.
yesterday with stream, and we all went through the incredibly depressing stats of. Apologies, I always bring the party down sometimes with that. It's not our fault. Everyone except Taylor is super attractive in this game. You know, I agree with you and Alejandro, but I don't think anyone else in this game is attractive.
I agree with you, Alejandro only.
He's like a
Okay.
supermodel.
But sadly, there are thousands of precious antiquities.
Now, time to choose these, sir. This is an Arby's dialogue option.
I don't know. Alejandro kind of reminds me of a guy who just posts on Reddit all day.
Maybe a little bit.
You
He's
know,
like a Redditor.
I disagree, and also I don't think that Alejandro does anything wrong. I think he is incredibly correct in all of his opinions.
Are you sure?
He does definitely have some solid points.
Yeah. You know, and if he had been the bad guy, I honestly would have been like, you know what? I'm not mad about it.
It's about time.
It's about
I
time.
mean, he can be correct, but also still be a redditor though.
You know, you are correct about that. I'm sorry. I apologize for saying Redditors aren't correct. Reddit is my favorite place for tech support.
Yeah. I always say if you need tech support help, don't ask for help. Post something incorrect so that everyone comes in and corrects you.
They go, well, actually.
I'm just telling you, this community, our friends and colleagues, my people.
I'm noticing that we haven't gotten any donations yet, and I would really, really like to hear a silly poem. So
Yeah, I'm
Agreed.
pretty
$10.
bummed out. We got to get some of these.
Like, come
come
on.
Isn't right to ask for money.
I understand your concern.
Incorrect. No one would come in and correct you. Hmm.
Eagle eyes. We need your fat ears. We need you to.
We
I
need
see
your
what you
bat
did there.
ears,
I like that.
sir.
But it sounds like what you really need
Actually.
Actually? But my favorite thing to do is to Google my problem, except not actually Google. Don't use Google, children. Use DuckDuckGo.
True.
Is looking, searching for exactly what my problem is, and then finding someone from 5 years ago who had the same problem on Reddit, and it was solved. And so that's my favorite thing.
Yeah. My least favorite thing is doing exactly that, but it's not solved.
That is true. That's so sad when you're like, last update 2019, and you're like, no. No.
All right, cover your ears, but only maybe. Yes, no blown out eardrums.
Woohoo!
So if I was off on the clicking there, I might have blown out everybody's eardrums with the alarm that's supposed to go off when that happens. But if you step exactly correctly for some reason, the alarm does not go off. And I said during one of my practice runs that I had actually never in a practice run made the alarm go off and immediately realized I jinxed myself.
Oh no.
So I was afraid.
I'd like to have a look at the crime scene myself. Did the police turn up any clues?
All right, I already just realized I skipped something, so I just have to remember to do it later. It's fine. I definitely won't throw the whole run by forgetting to do that.
Of course not.
This is fine.
However, I do notice that we have 2 donations. We have $10 from Verm, which is a poem, and then we have $25 from Dr. Ray Ray, which, in my opinion, means 2 poems. So I think you owe us 3 poems now.
I'm ready. All right. So this is Joanna, who we've talked a lot about with her fun attitude and her fun dialogue. So this poem is entitled Joanna's Voice, in the style of this game's endgame poem. Behold, Joanna's voice emerges from your speakers like a screaming child in a sports bar. Meanwhile, the exhausted speedrunner stews in the grating tones of this dialogue for the fifth time in a row. From deep within the recesses of your eardrums, the echo rings. Wouldn't you rather hear about the monolith? And another Joanna hater is created. All right. Our second poem that we're going to do is Ode to Bull, the puzzle where we all got very angry earlier, in the style of the tapestry poem from Message in a Haunted Mansion. Listen, dear speedrunner, to this tale of nightmares, and know that this game haunts me more than jump scares. When the four corns show up with no dot, and you get your hopes up, then get beat by the bot. When you reset your runs till you make one stick. When your run as date fails because you're off by one click. When blue passes and orange rolls and you briefly think this split will be gold, but you roll a 2 instead of a 1, and just like that, you killed the run. All right, and our third poem is The Tale of Taylor, our fun mustache loud tie man, in the style of the Ballad of Bridget from Curse of Blackmore Manor.
Oh.
Taylor, with his tie so bright, chose his outfit at midnight, keeps his mustache in a line, and he thinks it looks so fine. All art dealer dinero he must make. Oops, excuse me, I have a tummy ache. Please don't touch the merchandise. If you do, you'll pay the price.
Can you give me the words to that one? Because I will legit sing it to the tune if people want.
I'm literally gonna put I'm gonna put Ode to Bull on my gravestone. That was incredible.
Oh no, Henrik fell.
Oh no.
Some
Oh,
of
no.
you people in chat,
Anyway.
I'm sure, want to nurse him back to health.
I was thinking the same thing, Risa.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Amnesia?
Amnesia.
Okay.
Just let
Alright,
y'all know,
everyone say
I
hi to
still have
Bess and
7 more
George.
poems.
Hi, Bess and George. I'm not even
Everyone say
lying.
bye to
Send me
Bess and George.
send me the
George.
words to that one. I want to sing it.
You can
Taylor
put it in
with
Discord.
his tie so bright, picked out
Uh-oh,
his
what am I doing?
clothes
I'm
at
going loud.
midnight.
Everyone say bye to Bess and George because they're certainly not going to.
Bye, Bess. Bye, George.
Yeah.
Adios.
Franklin Rose.
Yeah, if you want to just paste that in the Discord, so you have access to it.
I can do it.
I will also donate to hear it sung. Okay, I'm now keeping my singing behind a paywall. We'd be very grateful.
I will say it was really hard to do everything I was supposed to be doing there while listening to that, and I wrote it and I was still laughing because it just sounds so absurd.
Oh.
Alright, we have another $10 from Incarnadine11. It says,
Alright.
there once was a streamer online whose gaming is better than fine. Their poems are silly, their bowl willy-nilly. Oh no, stairs on a big incline.
Excellent.
Next one is the cookie one.
Yes.
All right.
So funny that you said that they said that because go ahead.
The next poem is entitled Oaxacan Cookie Lemerick. There once was a man from Oaxaca who made cookies that tasted like caca. They made Taylor sick, but managed to stick on the wacky painting by Dada.
Well, hello there, B2. Hey, you're not Sunny June. Whatever happened to that guy?
Whatever happened to that guy?
Whatever happened to that guy?
Whatever happened
This
to
guy
that
is
guy?
definitely on Reddit all the time.
Yes. And so Sunny June. Sunny June has a Reddit account that literally is just his name, Sunny June.
Yes.
Do you know who placed that
No.
order?
The initials on the order are JR.
Was the
We're
package
at
shipped
one.
to the museum?
For $45, we have to have $100 to trigger that giveaway.
Can you remember anything about the person who picked up the package?
I sure can't.
And of course, like, if I get a $30 donation, I'll sing it.
Sure thing.
Remember, I'm gatekeeping my voice now. No singing for free.
Upgrade mercuric sulfide.
I could hold you responsible for.
Don't worry about the fact that I'm singing literally constantly. It's don't worry.
Makes you
Excuse Nancy for being a little green in the chemicals department.
Looks like I've got another call coming in here. You give us a call in about
Oh.
4 months or so when you start to run out.
We have a $30 donation from Verm with no message.
A
Okay.
$30 donation.
That is
that for the
3
singing?
poems.
She's gonna let y'all
Oh.
do the talking.
This is Nurse Blue.
Hmm?
Nurse Bluefoot?
Is that one for the poems or for singing?
Left me a message
I
regarding
think since I did say specifically $30 that's for the singing.
Oh,
But
I think this is on you.
oh, it's for the singing. Okay, that's my fault.
All
Okay,
right.
that's me.
we've been unable
Okay.
to locate any
Taylor with his tie so bright shows his outfit at midnight. Keeps his mustache in a line, and he thinks it looks so fine. Art dealer, dinero he must make. Excuse me, I have a tummy ache. Please don't touch. Oh, right. Please don't touch the merchandise. If you do, you'll pay the price.
Yay!
There you go.
That was excellent.
Why, thank you. Thank you so much. I hope I didn't blow out my microphone doing that.
No, not at all.
Okay, good.
For those wondering, so this is where we make fun of Henrik because, as Em indicated earlier, we met Henrik for 15 seconds, and apparently upon coming to from his traumatic brain injury, he's all we remember. So,
Or we're all he remembers.
yep. So that's weird.
Yeah.
I might even have a poem about that if we keep getting donations.
I wonder. I'm so intrigued. A poem about it? Oh, I wonder what we could do. I think we're at $75 right now. We need another 25 to get to that giveaway.
You may want to bring in images or photos to place on the board. Things from the museum, perhaps.
Sorry, now it's gonna be stuck in my head.
Yeah. Yep. It's an earworm for sure.
It really is. Especially since then you hear Jane singing it all the time, so then you just like,
stable how?
you know, I don't know. Please hold, I'm on it. Nice.
Oh, excellent.
We're excited, Nancy Cat Mom.
He may have attention difficulties, headaches,
Headaches.
anxiety.
You know what?
He may seem
Let's all hear it for Nurse Bluefoot.
we need to keep these
Just
conditions
doing his best.
Don't
Taking care of his
push him too
patients.
hard, or he may have some kind of meltdown.
Oh god, not Jane's off-key humming. You know,
Yeah,
be kind to her.
seriously.
She's 12.
It's true.
Who, I mean, I was about to be like, who was a good singer at 12? And I was like, oh, no, I was in like theater and choir at 12, so like,
You look familiar.
I
Yeah, there are definitely people who are good
there
singers
are
as
a
well.
lot of
Jane's
people who
just
are good
not
at,
one of
yeah.
them.
At Beach Hill before your head injury.
Beach Hill?
D12 is no excuse. Wow.
Before your accident, you were working there on some important Maya glyph translations. Do you
What I'm gonna say about like everything now. Being 12 is no excuse. Grow up.
My own birthday.
That's fair.
Cheekbones that could cut glass. You're so right.
Actually, Nurse Bluefoot thinks with regular visits, I may be able to help you get your memory back more quickly.
How, pray tell, do you?
You know, I noticed that there's another donation.
We'll talk. Sometimes I'll bring you pictures.
Oh, is there now?
There is.
Isn't this nice?
There's another
Sorry, I
donation.
was fixing my mic. All right, we have another donation from Mutant Pudding for $10.
All right.
It says these poems are fantastic.
Okay.
Since I just talked about this is the one I'll do next. All right, so for context, I was eating a breakfast sandwich this morning and I wrote this one. So this poem is called Henrik's Fixation on Nancy.
Not the magician.
Isn't it strange when you take a great fall, you remember just a girl you hardly met at all, not your boss you work with every day, or the attaché who won't go away, not the art collector who would make a mad dash, with a stolen Maya artifact and his creepy mustache. Oh, Nancy Drew, it's just as I feared. I only remember a young girl. Isn't that kind of weird?
In his defense, he knows that she isn't part of the smuggling ring. So
That's fair.
he doesn't know if Joanna is. He doesn't know if anyone else is. So, you know, I'm just saying.
It's a fiasco, just as
I get that,
feared.
but
Oh, I'm sick.
it's still a little weird.
Sick about the whole
I mean, I
thing.
agree.
I see you've spoken with Joanna.
I was in the museum when it happened.
Do you
Well,
think
in the
I mean, you
museum,
do
it
have a
happened.
random person that's suddenly working at the museum right before he suspects, like, the
That's true.
Yeah.
thing's gonna be stolen.
Case in the museum in New Mexico.
His logic is flawed.
They're not connected.
Why do
I
you
don't
think
know.
the thief is leaving this red handprint?
To be a gruesome scoundrel.
I'm seeing that we have another donation, and that does unlock our giveaway. If a mod would like to start the giveaway in chat.
Keep up the good work.
But that's also, how many poems do you have left?
I think 5, but okay.
We got 3. We got a
I'll do
$30.
this one.
Some memory work
So gives
Ooh.
3.
brought you a picture. This one
Okay.
to remember.
So this one is entitled Slipping on the Steps and Getting Amnesia, in the style of stopping by the woods on a snowy evening.
I'm the one who took it.
The temple steps are very steep. I've worked too much and skipped on sleep. Been breathing in the toxic fumes, my balance now I cannot keep. I hid the carving in the tomb, for I fear a plot does loom. All that now I will forget as I tumble to my doom. I don't know quite what happened yet, I'm either giddy or upset. All I remember is the name of an intern I just met. The walls around me are the same, I can't remember my own name. I could be in a video game. Am I in a video game?
Oh my gosh. Henrik saw The Matrix.
He did.
Perhaps the only thing I can offer you is this key.
Okay. The giveaway is open in chat, by the way. So hashtag giveaway to enter for a copy of Nancy Drew, Hunt a Killer.
Find out what it opens and return.
But we need 2 more poems here.
Count on me, Henrik.
In the meantime,
All right.
I'll sit
This one is
with
entitled,
the call and see
If
you
I Had a
find
Smartphone.
something new. I must tell
Okay,
you,
so the context behind this one is I always say when I play this game that, like, so many of the problems in this game would not exist if we had a smartphone.
But it was 2002 and those didn't exist.
Oh, we'll
that
get
is
there.
true. All right. If I had a smartphone, I could take a snap of each of the jade carvings and keep them in an app. If I had a smartphone, I could call everyone while I was on the metro. I could save time and be fun. If I had a smartphone, Sheila Schultz could text a picture of their carving. Yeah, that would be the best. If I had a smartphone, I could phone a friend from inside the monolith before I meet my end. I wish I had a smartphone, but it's 2002. They haven't been invented. There's nothing I can do.
Fantastic.
I don't think Henrik wasn't too enthusiastic about that poem, but I really loved it.
what do you need that
Sorry, just the Henrik snoring sound effect right when the poem finished was really funny
Yeah.
to me.
It's true. Someone needs to get that like Henrik snoring sound bit and put it on a soundboard.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah.
I'm saying that like if you're reading this comment from inside the monolith.
almost certain that the provenance documents for the Pakal carving were
We're doing it.
You have 1 more poem you owe us.
Okay.
If you can find that file in
The
office and-
Quadamundi, an acrostic, plausibly written by Sonny.
Oh.
Critter of Dune, ornery bandit, alien pet, time-traveling thief, interstellar journeyer, murder badger, UFO stowaway, nemesis of Sonny, death in a fluffy body, I fear its constant presence.
This will be the first major
Oh.
step toward legal repatriation.
And for anyone who's like Rick and didn't know what an acrostic is, it's where the first line of, or the first letter of each line spells out the topic of your poem. In this case, it spells out Kawadamundi.
Or lady. Now, if only I could
Nice.
remember the word
Oh, what am I doing now? Cinnabar.
Why was that not in the actual game? That was perfect. It did, like, it was very in character for Sunny June.
I thought so.
To be
So I
real.
started writing it. I'm like, I feel like Sunny actually wrote this.
You were honestly possessed by the spirit of Sunny June.
I think so, definitely.
Of course.
Just,
See,
you know,
Joanna couldn't possibly be a thief now.
it's perfect.
Wouldn't possibly.
Okay, this is the most annoying, like, click placement part of the entire game for me. And I don't know if this is a me thing or if it is legitimately, oh, and I'm already screwing it up. Cool, I already
No,
screwed it
this
up a
this
second
was
time.
the only non-puzzle save I had in the entire game.
Yeah,
To
it's
practice.
so bad. Nope. Oh boy, that... I won't say that couldn't have gone worse because it could have gone worse, but like, that wasn't great. For sure.
Hello, Nancy. You have a special delivery for me, I hope?
Sir.
As requested.
I like how he's extorting us.
Good work, my friend.
Oddly trusting. So like something got stolen, and this random guy is like, "Hey, can you steal something else from me?" And you're like, "Yeah, that makes sense."
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Especially considering he has an obvious motive to steal the artifact.
I mean, yeah, but like, you know, if he did steal the artifact, maybe helping him out would be better. I don't know. Just me.
Just because you all think he's cute.
Not even. Like that, to be honest, it's just because as someone who is from a place very close to the border with Mexico, and I know how many priceless artifacts are in the San Diego Natural History Museum that probably should not be there. I honestly, if he had stolen it to take it back to Mexico, whatever. I'm looking the other way.
That is fair. This is the only thing I screwed up on my run this morning. And I did not screw it up this time.
Woohoo!
And I almost never do. That's why it was so annoying that I did.
Yeah. Oh, we have a $10 donation from Special Agent Potato. It says, POV, it's 2002, and I'm donating this from my smartphone that hasn't been invented yet. Poem,
I like that.
please.
How may I direct your call?
All right.
This is Nancy Drew.
So this is a haiku I wrote this morning. So it's a little short. So soon we're gonna meet a character named Poppy Dada, who is the most insufferable human being on the planet, and I hate her. As a result,
Possibly Joanna.
maybe. So I wrote this haiku about Poppy this morning. I don't like Poppy. She is the worst character. Her art also sucks.
Okay, but she's a teenager, and like, being a teenager gives you an excuse. Like, I give people a pass for being insufferable as long as they grow out of it.
Well, the problem is she is forever frozen in time as such, so now she's a 22 plus however many years old she was teenager, and we're just stuck with her as she was. She has no growth,
I don't know.
so it's unfortunate.
You get to see her art in other games. So she's obviously
That's
gotten
true.
bigger. There's her game. She has some of her art is in Haunted Carousel, and some of her art is in Warnings at Waverly Academy. I think there's another one I just can't
she was in
remember.
Waverly too.
Yeah.
I get that, but I hate her.
Yeah, that's valid.
Mr. Rose.
So I think we're already down to just one poem, but never fear, Rick has plans for when we run out of poems.
Oh, I'm intrigued.
If anyone listening is also intrigued, have to donate to find out.
Boy, are these terrifying.
Oh, also,
There.
you know what? I'm going to lean in favor of the Poppy hate, because she did in fact take a priceless artifact and like
She did.
slap
Stick it in
some
her
paint,
eye?
slap some shoe paint on it, and put it on. So you know what? I'm gonna be Team Rick in this one.
Back to my work.
What have you remembered?
I've been working.
She had a vision, but then she like destroyed an artifact that was from a culture that was not hers. Honestly,
Sure of it.
Who is
True.
there?
I would get here. View it from this perspective, right? Okay, let's say that like you're her family member,
Mhm.
right? And like it's Christmas.
Yeah.
and like the whole family's getting together, and you're like, oh god, I have to see Poppy, and like like she just like she's at the table at dinner, and like she's doing the thing she does, and like you want to leave really bad.
But you're in the middle of your mashed potatoes, and the mashed potatoes are really good, so you don't want to leave in the middle of the mashed potatoes.
Of course.
But like, you don't really want to hear about how art continues to become either. So it's a bad time.
I'm like, you haven't even like filed taxes yet. Don't talk to me about anything. You insufferable child.
The monolith is hollow inside and full of bones?
That's the idea.
But anyhow, how about
That's the
Henrik? Isn't he
idea.
hot?
Good question. I'm certain that there's a dirty rat trying to get into that tomb.
He has a very silky
This is where
voice.
my memory
I'll give
is
him that.
at. I could only figure out
I'm way too invested in the discourse here, and now I'm just like autopiloting through this game, and I am so sure I've skipped something. So I'm really excited to hit a wall at some point and also not be able to figure out what I missed.
Oh,
Recall, though. How's your memory?
To be
That
fair,
won't
I
go anywhere,
don't think
by
I've
the way.
noticed anything that you may have missed yet.
The Bakal tomb at the bottom of the
yeah,
temple
it's okay. And Demo will help out.
Now, how did I think of that? And another thing, you'll need to get past that computer quiz. Sunny
Need to
set
get
up
past
the
that
Bakal
computer
tomb
quiz.
system.
What is his accent?
Was what Bakal was afraid of, but
Anyone want to help me out here?
petrified.
Because with
Good
the
question,
last name Vanderheun, I would assume he's Dutch.
With a narrow snout and a
But I don't think that's what his accent is.
Exactly.
I actually knew Dutch people, and they didn't sound like him.
Well, my Dutch friend, she just sounds like when she's speaking English, she sounds like she's British, because that's where she learned her English from, was teachers who were from England. So I don't know.
It just sounds to me like he just has like an indefinite cold.
He
A
does,
little bit.
yeah. Maybe it's from his many years of doing weird smuggling things.
We considered the acoustic effect on his voice due to his pointy Vanderhead.
Oh, you're so right.
It's true.
I don't even know why Joanna said that. It's not particularly pointy.
It's really not.
Some rare Maya artifacts stolen.
So I have now slid into the most annoying part of this game, which I lovingly call Phone-a-palooza.
Oh, yeah.
It's nearly 12 minutes of phone conversations, and I'm so sorry. I don't think there's any way to skip it. I think if it was possible, someone would have found it by now. But
True.
boy, it's rough. But then I say that, and folks just found new phone skips in Shadow Ranch like 2 weeks ago. So never say never, but as of right now, here we are.
Yeah.
12 minutes of Phone-a-palooza.
That's actually a great amount of time to read that last poem you have if someone would donate.
All right, this one is.
But she said if someone got it.
Oh, if.
If someone donates, That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. We're gatekeeping the poems, y'all. It is what it
Now I wish
is.
I had made more to songs so that we could have raised the stakes and had you sing them.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have any ideas?
Not off the top of my head.
I'm not good at impromptu parodies. Like yesterday we had someone who did amazing Disney parodies for the oh my gosh, what game was that? I'm dead. My brain doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank too.
Nancy Drew calling.
Hi, Nancy. It's Sheila.
Hi,
Mm.
Sheila.
Hi, Sheila.
Finally, one of my staff came up
Sheila
See?
sounds to me like Sandy Toxvig, the presenter. She was on Bake Off for a while. She was one of the presenters on Bake Off. It was-
Oh yeah.
yes, very
you're
short
right.
woman.
Yeah.
Yep, that's who I hear when I talk to her. I'm like, oh yes, I'm gonna go give Sandy Toxvig a call.
She has such a good radio voice.
It's true.
Daddle residents.
The Daddle
Speak to
residents.
Henry Daddle, please.
Speaking.
Mr. Daddle, my name is Nancy Drew.
Hi, Ned.
This is a long shot.
You think Henry Daddle got in a fight with his wife because he was on the phone with a young girl?
In 1898
That would be
by one
weird.
Henry Albert Daddle. Does that ring any bells?
Sure. Henry Albert Daddle
Henry Dowdle also has, I feel like, a radio voice.
Jade carving, right?
Yes, exactly.
Maybe.
Wow, I can't believe my luck.
Well, it's a lucky life, if you ask me.
Actually, Henry sounds like he's dead inside. Like Henry absolutely
Yeah,
has
true.
this Henry. Like he sounds like he has like a 9 to 5 office job he hates,
Yeah.
and like goes home to like bad kids and a wife that doesn't like him anymore. Like he just
Wow.
sounds broken.
Man, this guy's life is rough.
And then like some random kids calling him about an artifact. He's like, I don't know what's going on.
It's like, I literally do not care anymore.
It's 5, 5, 5, 3, 1.
My child has insisted on having her own private phone line.
My pleasure.
That was like ridiculous. In 2002, that was like the thing to do. Like if you were
Yeah,
had a phone in your room.
Hi, is this Penelope?
definitely.
All right, quick pause. Okay, this is Poppy. When this dialogue's over, can we get mods? Can we get a poll in chat? Is she awful or not?
Mm. No one calls me Penelope anymore. Anyone else?
Poppy.
Wait, you're not Poppy
Okay,
at all.
I have a question for everyone as well. Right? So in the lore of this game,
My name's
in the
Nancy
lore
Drew,
of this
I'm a
game,
detective.
Henrik and Taylor used to they were smugglers together. This is something that we know for a fact. And for some reason, Henrik had a nickname for Taylor, which was Big Bunny. So
Oh,
my question here is,
You see, it's all
my question here is,
Your dad's name came up in connection with
what
this somewhere.
what relationship did they have with having a
that's
nickname like Big Bunny?
that's sus for sure.
Are
They were very close.
They were very, very close. And what's
They were very
happened
close.
now? Like, what caused this rift?
Someone is stealing Maya antiquities.
So there
See,
is.
that's my question then is what
Very red handprint at
What
the
was too
or-
far?
crime.
or was, Henrik still technically a smuggler and then he got conked on the head and that, changed his entire
No.
outlook on life.
No,
and
because see, he was
wanted to
already
go good.
he was trying to protect the jade carving by hiding it.
Much like the ones that are being
So it
Or so
was
he
like
said.
he.
Or so he remembers.
Right.
You know what? Oh, I don't
We
know, but
know
Taylor
that.
definitely
All
killed
we
that old
really
couple.
know
He
was
did.
hiding it. We don't really know why. We just know what he says it was.
thinking.
I'm letting you guys know that Taylor definitely killed an old couple by turning off their heat. I mean, turning off their
yeah,
AC.
so- yeah, we never get into that in the speed run, but yeah, they died under very suspicious circumstances, and I think the prevailing theory is indeed that Taylor killed them.
Imagine getting killed by a guy with that mustache.
I mean, we almost get killed by a guy with that mustache. Spoilers.
That's pretty sad.
Yeah.
You know, I'm noticing that we don't like we're like in the latter part of this run and we still have a poem to listen to.
Sure do.
I want you to know I'm logging into Twitch right now on my phone just so I can say Poppy's terrible in that poll.
Okay.
I
I've
feel
got probably
very
20
strongly about
seconds.
Yeah.
Hurry.
I'm going.
Deadly midnight snack. It's the one with the rubber shark.
The one with
The rubber shark?
Yes, I've seen it, but I didn't notice any jade carving.
Well,
Take a closer look there, sweets.
If
Sweets.
you really need the carving to crack this case, why don't you just go ahead and take it?
What?
Dedicated to the poppy slander.
Can't be serious.
Wow.
Why not? After all, this is a chance to enact.
That was a 50-50.
Talking about
Oh man.
Well, 44 to 44, and then 11% of people said indifferent.
work.
Controversial take.
You can take the
Apparently.
All right, so I just
Something in its place.
managed to make the least consequential misclick possible, so I'm happy about that. That absorbed all the
Stay with the title.
the
Deadly
bad
Midnight
vibes.
Snack.
So how many more giveaways are we having?
Just don't
Sorry.
don't
check-
accidentally insult the corn grower ball, and then you should be fine.
Oh yeah.
All right, tell you what. Since we only
oh.
have one more poem. All right,
I-
so we'll do $10 for the last poem.
I need you guys. I'm taking a second. I'm answering questions about the event as a whole.
It's a deal.
Sorry.
Okay.
I will come back to the
Very
run.
good.
How many more giveaways are we having? At $5,500, we are giving away a full yellow spine set of Nancy Drew. And if we can make it to 6,000, we have another thing that we will tell you guys about. But that's 700 something times away. That's fine. $800 away. We're fine. We don't have to think about 6K yet. It's just super special and super secret. So if you guys want to get to it, you first have to get to 5,500. Just saying. Okay, continue with your conversation about the game. Also, we did get another donation.
All right. All right, so I will read the last poem, and then after that, I have other ideas. Okay, so first off, the final poem is the meta poem. So this is the one that is probably most similar to the one that the various weirdness we will hear at the end of this game.
And it is about that poem, hence it being the meta poem.
Behold, this
Well,
poem rises organically from the plot, like an ostrich rises organically from the ground. Meanwhile, Nancy stares in horror at the characters who could have helped her, but chose to instead compose slam poetry. From deep within the recesses of the computer chair, the befuddled player whispers, "What the beep?" And a priceless game ending lives on forever and is never repeated again. Way to go, her interactive.
Beautiful. The color green.
And the direction south.
See, this is a good character. She's a sweet old lady. She absolutely has like Werther's originals,
Yes.
like in a can at home.
Oh, 100%.
She will give you the caramel candy if you visit her. It smells of old perfume. She certainly has cats. Great character.
She has dogs, actually.
Yeah, she does have a dog. We find that out.
It's true.
All right, she has a dog.
I also love Werther's original. We always have some in my classroom for the staff members.
They're great.
They are great. Underrated.
We also have a bunch of
selecting the
Biscoff.
correct option here that will not add like 5 minutes to the run, like Yandema just mentioned.
So I have a question to ask you guys. So, am I the only one that hates the like Apple Werther's originals?
There are apple.
I didn't even know those
caramel
existed.
apple ones?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I
Those
think
exist?
they're fine. They're not my favorite. But I'm like, I wouldn't
I
pick them.
agree.
It's definitely a purse dog. I think of her as like either one of those little terrier owners, like the Yorkshire Terriers or the Westies, or she owns Pomeranian.
I could also just see her surprising us all and just having like a Doberman.
That is true.
I could see it.
She seems like someone that was on the Titanic.
What?
Well, okay,
I don't
no,
know, I
here
just picture her, like, in her
is
furs on the Titanic.
here's the established theory from this weekend that I've said already when we were doing our Danger by Design playthrough, is that Prudence Rutherford is Josiah Crowley. Josiah Crowley was a time traveler who wanted to live as Prudence, but in the 1930s that was never going to happen, and so figured out how to time travel, went to the future, and has now just been living as Prudence Rutherford.
That could be the case.
I think that's the case. I'm pretty sure.
If anyone was gonna time travel, it would be Josiah.
I agree.
Like from that era.
Yeah.
Like, let's see it.
All right, real quick. Since I'm out of poems, I invented a new goal.
Oh, okay.
Next $10 dono, I'll say something nice about Poppy.
Oh, that is an incentive for all you Poppy lovers out there. I love that theory. I have long had the headcanon that Josiah was trans. I agree. It just works. It's a perfect one. I can't take credit for this theory. It was in fact my sister Ariana's theory. So
All right, so how about, okay, this is middle of the road maze. Not great, not terrible. I had a really great one this morning and it made me mad because I knew I was not going to be able to replicate it. So a couple of fun facts about this maze. The map that you can click to get on the bottom of the screen is super cool and helpful, except it's in reverse. So you have to do like the mirror image of what's there. The other fun fact is you're supposed to be able to hold down control to go really fast, and for some reason that just doesn't work on my computer.
Oh no.
So yeah, I know what's up there, but here we
I think
are.
you have to hold control and then hit the arrow or something. It's like a weird combination like that.
Oh, interesting. Okay. All right, so that was not a terrible maze, all things considered.
Yeah, not terrible.
Yeah.
Woohoo! We love not terrible.
Yes.
Fun fact: this one, there is no RNG.
True. Fuck yeah.
It just there is a static, predefined answer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and the maze is also the second worst RNG in the game. If Run as Date works, it's pretty much the only problematic RNG in the game, and it is so much worse on Senior. It's really, I think, the only thing that's different on Senior.
Yeah.
And it's absolutely miserable.
Rip. I didn't know that the maze was RNG. Like, that never occurred to me.
Yeah, it's not the same every time.
That's wild.
There's like one pattern that you can get through in probably 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You can just back out of the maze and reset it if you get like a really bad pattern.
Yeah.
Oh, but since you got a middle of the road one, you just went through it anyway.
Yeah, it was not bad enough to be worth it. There are some where you have to literally go through like the entirety of everything that's on the screen, and that was not that.
Yeah.
So
I wonder if Henrik would remember the answer.
It's not cool when doing runs.
yeah, exactly. Or more to the point, it's not cool when the person whose time you're trying to beat got that on their run. This is one of those puzzles that I should just really have memorized by now, and I do still have to look at my notes for it, and it's super embarrassing.
Pretty sad you don't just remember your Mayan mythology.
Well, also, yeah. Oh,
Well,
do your rant about Coatl.
No. Okay, I also have a rant about the gods and stuff here, but you go first.
All I'm gonna say is, correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just a nerd, but I feel like it's fairly common knowledge in Mayan mythology that there is a feathered serpent god called Quetzalcoatl.
Mm-hmm.
Like we've all seen that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it should stand to reason that Nancy would know that the word for serpent is quaddle, right?
No.
He said that to me, and I'm like, I didn't know that. And he's like, that's fair, but I feel like Nancy should know.
Yeah, she's a big nerd. She'd know.
My issue with it, though, is that Tlaloc is not a Mayan god. Tlaloc is an Aztec god. Several of these gods are not Maya, they are Aztec. And we have to learn Nahuatl, and what was Nahuatl? An Aztec language. There were so many Maya languages, and yet we didn't get Quiche or anything like that. We got Nahuatl.
I think it's very likely that they probably didn't have the budget for the Mayan history consultant.
It's just one of those things.
But Google did exist in 2002, so
it's true.
Know.
It did.
Okay, well, if Google existed in 2002, then we didn't need to steal documents for Alejandra to figure out what the word was.
That's true.
Also a very good point.
Okay.
All right, so
I apologize. We did just get a $10 donation from Marion Katz, which is to get some praise for Poppy.
I'm sorry, I have to work through the feeling I'm going to gag. I speculate that Poppy probably has an impeccable sense of fashion.
That's true. I would agree.
I will give her that.
So, just past us here was the coolest glitch in the game that I didn't use, that you don't use in this run. So
I'm
basically,
sorry, it's my
you
fault.
can only call some people from the hotel phone, and you can only call some people from the lab phone.
Mm-hmm.
You can dial a number that will teleport you from the lab phone, or from the lab phone to your hotel phone, and then you can call Franklin Rose from there. Unfortunately, it does not guarantee when you do that the package from Chaco Canyon will be there when you get back. For some reason, the only way to guarantee that is to run back and then back to the museum again. So, coolest glitch in the game, don't use it. But I have to
Aw.
talk about it because it's there.
There's also a way you can accidentally soft lock this game. It's one of the only Nancy Drew games that you can soft lock. If you call, I think it's if you call Prue before you actually get her number from Franklin, then you just soft lock the game and you can't proceed.
I forgot about that. Yep.
What do you want me to do?
Which
I did
is
know.
really frustrating.
Yeah.
You haven't saved in a while.
Yep. I also have a couple of times managed to crash this game. It's usually right after the maze.
Okay, also, I'm gonna say, you are so right in chat, Austin. That is exactly what I was thinking, is that Poppy reminds me of Tahani's sister from The Good Place. What is it, Camila? Yes, that's exactly who I was thinking of when we were talking about her. Especially when you said that, like, oh, she has impeccable fashion, and I was thinking, I'm not sure, because I feel like she's Camilla.
What can I say, Nancy? I don't like it.
Well, you know what? Maybe do something else then, dude. Instead of trusting a 19-year-old to solve all your problems. Like,
I agree.
my dude, you get what you, like, you get what you get at this point in life.
I'm also doing something here that is
Also,
not strictly necessary, but I do it for my own sanity, is I am sleeping till the next morning just to make absolutely sure that Joanna is there when I get to the museum, because sometimes if I'm not quite fast enough, she's like just left when I get here, and then I have to run all the way back and run all the way forward again.
Oof.
And I don't like doing that.
Anyway, we need to make up for lost time. I need you to go to the storeroom and start unpacking some of those crates.
Yeah, okay, Joanna,
Also,
sure.
I want to point out this looks like it's gonna be a sub-hour, hopefully.
Don't say
Yeah, I didn't make any major mistakes, so it should be. I hope. I'm not even looking at the time. I kind of don't want to know.
Okay, we won't tell you.
Thank you.
I don't think Joanna got hugged a lot as a kid.
Fair.
He got hugged by history.
Oops. I haven't done that before. That was cool. And by cool, I mean super annoying.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, you broke me for a second there. That was such like a cutting like read. Oh my gosh.
It just seems true. Side note, so when we're assembling the Maya artifact, do we have any Yu-Gi-Oh fans in chat? Because like I just think of like the Yu-Gi-Oh cartoon when he builds the Millennium Puzzle.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
You are getting a lot of love in chat for that one.
Yeah.
It's true.
Ugh. It's literally so funny to me. Oh my gosh.
I hate how small the hitboxes are on the mouse for like turning the cube,
Yes.
and then you accidentally click it when you don't mean to.
Hate that. I've messed that up so many times, and then sometimes I like go back to the wrong place. And she's like, I've already done this one. I'm like, thank you.
I wonder what's inside.
You know what's inside, Nancy.
It's a dead person, and then you. We are in Endgame, everyone.
Taylor Sinclair.
Looks like someone forgot her beauty.
We're about to hear that amazing actual poem.
Yes.
My new headcanon is Taylor specifically is targeting this museum because Henrik works here because he is a jilted lover.
Yeah, I'm here for that. No, I think that it's just an added benefit that Henrik is here.
Finders keepers, I say. Nobody even realizes this thing has any contents. Won't they get a surprise when they finally open it up and find that it contains a 7th
century scribe and a 21st century detective. Fun fact, the ending of this game freaked me out so much when I was younger because I was incredibly claustrophobic as a child that I had to leave the room and make my sister solve it for me every single time. Because I was just that terrified of that. Okay.
It is like one of the more brutal Nancy deaths if she dies.
It is.
All right, so this is the poetry that inspired our thing.
Hi, Henrik. Glad to see you're up and about.
Yeah, like Henrik's fine now, apparently.
I just want to point out, like, Nancy was like straight up about to suffocate to death, and they're out here composing poetry. Like, is anyone gonna help? You know what I mean?
But they don't have the key, to be fair.
Yeah, but like,
I mean, so like, if they got there after it already being closed. Confound you, Nancy Drew.
Confound you, Nancy Drew.
And, oh my gosh, 58-57. Woohoo!
Dear Dad, it was great to talk to you. I had so much fun at camp. I nearly suffocated to death in a monolith. And I helped an old guy with his amnesia. I had the most fun I've ever had in my entire life. I can't wait to have more internships like that.
Amazing. Thank you so much. This was such a great run. We loved all of your poems. Your poems were fantastic, I gotta say. Where can you tell chat where we can find you?
Yes, I am Twitch, the letter M314. That's where I stream, and then my YouTube where I post my full runs because I do a lot of my quote serious runs off stream is YouTube, the letter M.
Perfect. Thank you so much. This was a great run. Everyone give some major props to all the poems in chat for us. And everyone stay tuned. Up next, we have a Danger on Deception Island race between Magpie B and Aaron Casey Gamer. So, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Thank you.